Jackula's Castle. Today we are opening up this Wendigo.
Part 2 of the outdoor decorations.
Yeah.
We picked this guy up last year at Party City on clearance. I think it was $100.
Yeah.
We couldn't leave him behind. He looks awesome.
Mm.
But it does really make you sad that Party City's not there anymore, because I would have loved to have picked up the Mothman that they have this year on
It would be
clearance.
nice if they had it.
But we haven't opened him. We haven't checked him. Hopefully he works. Hopefully he's all here.
Yeah.
It'll be a surprise. So should we open this guy up and see if he's all here? All right, let's see what we got.
The only thing that's here is going to be the head, and it's going to be broken.
I guess if there's only one piece, the head would be the best one to have.
Yeah, let's try.
Well, there's a lot of bits in here, so I think we've got a lot of them. Let's see.
A lot of.
Okay, this giant book
Oh my God.
is yours. Let's see. See if we can at least get the head out of here to show you. Unfortunately, his box is falling apart.
Well, luckily this is the only one we
Base. Holes.
This is still a big.
Lots of foam.
You know, it's so nice out here.
Our first real fall weather. It's like, what do
Yeah.
you think it is? Like 70, probably 70?
Oh, I think more 60s.
Yeah, it is nice.
I'm pretty sure it's still in the 60s.
All right, these look familiar? These look kind of like our Inferno pumpkin hands.
Yeah, yes they do.
Let's see what else we got.
It's actually not as much work as I thought it was.
Just looks like a big book. Another hand. All right, we got some shoulders. Oh wait, lots of bits here. Oh, look at these.
Oh wow.
Horns.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be laying him on the box.
This box is not in good shape. I brought my big ladder out, so we may just build him straight up. You lay him on the box if you're only, have one person usually, and then you can tip him up.
It takes two.
But I think we can build it since I have the big ladder.
Okay.
Okay, all of this. What did I do with the scissors, I wonder?
Oh, they're over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is all tie wrapped together in here for some strange reason. Get this head out. We'll give you a look at how he's gonna look.
I don't think it should feel like this on the 6th of September.
Yeah, it is incredibly nice. This must be a giant shoulder piece.
No, that's a body piece.
Ah, okay. All right, and here it is, a Wendigo head.
That's nice. I like it.
Yeah,
It looks cool.
he looks pretty cool. And then we've got, let's see what else. We've got his outfit with his fur on it, and
I was wrong, Jason.
what?
It is the shoulder piece.
It is the shoulder piece. I thought it looked like shoulders. Hooves.
Okay.
And the last bits we've got are his other piece of his base and the moving part.
Oh, he moves?
Yeah, he moves. He'll be our first giant that moves, which is pretty interesting.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Not the werewolf isn't really like this
he's
tall.
not
Werewolf
12
isn't 12 feet
yeah.
tall. So I hope he doesn't require the box because it is not in good shape. Should we just get this going?
I think we should.
Speed it up a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I don't know if it was visible through the speed up, but he was a little tricky, mainly just because we didn't know exactly how he went together.
Yeah. Mainly my fault.
We didn't, well, sometimes mine. In the instructions, they want you to tip him over, put him together, and then lean him up. But since I had the big ladder, we decided to build him just
be better.
straight up.
It's easier.
Some of it's easier, some of it's harder, especially when you get to his head. I would definitely suggest, though, putting his head together and the horns on the ground, because I couldn't get him up there.
Yes.
I had to bring it down. But we had to remove his pants a few times, you know, things like that. But overall, we got him together.
Yeah.
So what do you think, without seeing him move, what do you think of him so far?
He looks really cool.
He does. And I love him because he's different. You know, everyone sees the skeletons, the ones from Home Depot, but this guy, you don't see him very often.
He was Party City.
Yeah.
Was Party City.
He really makes me want that new Mothman though that I've seen. So we'll see. That may happen. Should we plug him in and just pray that he works? Because at this point, he was clearance. There's nothing we can do. So
let's hope he works.
Let's see what happens.
And it's been like a year.
It's been a year in the hot shed. I don't know if he's on. Oh, I hear something.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he's awesome. Should we give him a closer look?
I think we should.
All right, let's do it. So he's got a base pretty typical to. Actually, can you unplug him so we can talk for a second? Then we'll plug him back in for a demo. He's got a base pretty typical to the Home Depot ones. It's shaped a little bit different because you can see I leave the stakes in the ground all year. Two of the back ones fit over the poles. These two front ones don't. So he is shaped a little different.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll put a chain or a padlock around there just to keep him in place. And they'll be all right. Got his hoofs. He's got fur around all of his the collars and around his shoulders up there. I do think those around the fur around his shoulders is probably going to have to be safety pinned on, or it's going to blow away.
It's only on there by Velcro.
A few little pieces of Velcro. I'm not sure how that's going to hold up in heavy winds. We don't have him hooked up to guy wires yet. He has a pole sticking out the back just like the Home Depot ones do. But once we get them all wired up and held down, I'll come back out and show you how we did it. But I think it's basically going to be the same thing as the other giants. Should we give him a demo?
I think we should.
And he is the first one we have with movement.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the werewolf, but he's only, 9 feet tall?
Yeah. And this guy kind of looks like Servo.
He does, yeah. I don't know exactly what kind of motor he's got, but it's definitely a fancier head movement than just back and forth. Let me kind of back up so you can see what he's going to look like from the street here. I mean, he is huge.
He is.
Because we haven't had a giant up in the front yard for a while. We didn't have one last year.
3 years?
Yeah. So it's nice to have one back. I do want to talk to you a little bit about tying this guy down. I used 3 guy wires. Not the best situation because I didn't make new ones specifically for him. But you can see they're tied to 2 different sides in the front. I've got some here. I've got one here. And they're to these giant stakes I've got screwed into the ground. And then on the back, you can see I've got one up there to the house to keep him from pulling forward. Also, each corner runs through one of those big screwed in stakes. And on these where it wouldn't quite fit, I used a padlock to get it to the stake or a chain to get to the stake. And then a couple sandbags on the bottom. He's not moving. I think he's in a good position. It works best if you design the guy wires for the giant, because then they're the right length. But I did, used what I had today, and I think it did all right. If you want to know a little bit more about how to stake these guys down, we do have an entire video on it, so you could check that out. I'll put a link to it down in the comments. I'll also put a link to all of the things I use to stake him down. We are Amazon affiliate, so if you do click on those links, it really does help the channel out because we get a portion of the proceeds. Okay, so last year after Halloween, I ended up buying a couple of these alternate 12-foot skeleton heads. They were cheap. I mean, I think they were under 20 bucks, maybe 15, 20 bucks. I don't remember. They were really cheap though. The only thing was you had to purchase a separate power supply for them. So I got on Amazon, ordered one of those. Didn't really have a plan at the time, but I think what I'm gonna do is try and attach them up here on this little wall at the end of our house. So I've got one here, and this is the plan. They look really nice, by the way. I've never seen one in person. The way I usually attach blow molds up here is I will attach a tie wrap to the blow mold, and then I'll put a screw in and attach the other end of the tie wrap to the screw. One on the front, one on the back. I've yet to have one blow over, so that is the plan here. On the back, my plan is to attach one to the cable that's not being used. And then on the front, I think I'm gonna drill a little hole, run the tie wrap through it, and then I'll put a screw on either side of it right here and tie it down. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I guess I should actually probably test it first. Let's make sure it works, but that is the plan. Okay, so I got them plugged in. It takes two things. You need both an adapter, power adapter, and these little connectors here. You have to have both of them. I'll add a link to them in the comments section if you want to order some. Let's hit the power button, cross our fingers, because you know all this clearance stuff, you can't return it at this point. So let's see. Oh, there it goes. Okay, and I believe this is the one where you can change the eyes. I don't think you can probably see it very well here, but yep, they do change. So once we get this set up and I turn it on at night, I think you'll be able to see it a lot better. So I am going to go ahead and speed this up and get this attached to the wall, and then along with everything else, we'll show you how it looks at night. Okay, so that was about as quick and easy as you get. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up here to show you how I did it. I found a place up under his jaw to put the hole so that you don't actually see it come out his chin where I thought I was gonna have to put it. Then I just put a screw in here, wrap the tie wrap around it. And I did the same on the back here, except back here I used the cord. This isn't anything I'm gonna use anyway, so if it gets pulled on a little bit, it's not a big deal. I ended up using a couple tie wraps to get it tight around there and to hold. Same thing with a screw. Here's a better look at how the power adapter connects with the extra piece in there. So I'm gonna plug it in here and let's see if it still works. Okay, and again, in the daytime, it is really hard to see, but he is turned on. And the nice thing about using the tie wraps like that is you can see them up close, but by the time you step away, they really do kind of disappear. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead real quick. I'm gonna go to the other side of the house, hook up the other skull, and then I'll kind of show you how they look from the street. Okay. So I was working on the other head and I learned a little lesson. When it's tipped back, just sitting there like normal, you will not be able to see the eyes from the street, which kind of defeats the purpose. So I went and I cut this little bit of poster tube here, give him a little bit of a neck to straighten his head out. And also because I don't know how waterproof any of the connections are, I made the connection with the plug and put it inside of here. I believe he'll be shielded enough from the rain to keep this thick cardboard from disintegrating. If not, I'll put a plastic bag around it and it'll work just the same. But I think that's gonna work a lot better. So I'm gonna finish this one up and then I'm gonna head around to the other side of the house and correct the other one. Okay, I got them both up here. You can see I got them straightened out. I got both of the tubes underneath the neck so that you can see their eyes from the street. Otherwise, they'd have just been staring up at the sky. So I think this will work a whole lot better. Kind of wish I'd ordered a couple more, but I think they're gonna look great at night. So tonight, once the sun goes down, we'll check these out and see how everything looks. Okay, so Jackson has headed off to school. I'm in charge of demons today. I'm gonna start kind of easy. I'm gonna hang one right up here. I've hung a lot of the skeletons before, but he's definitely heavier. So what I'm gonna do is for the main back, where he hangs from his back, I'm gonna use baling wire, then I'll paint it black. And then to pose kind of his head and to keep him from spinning around in the wind, I'm going to use fishing line. So it's going to be a little bit of trial and error, but I think it's going to work great. I'm going to have this one, kind of flying right here closer to the street to give the whole thing a little bit of depth. So here we go. I'm going to speed it up. Okay, I'm not sure how easy that was to see with the backlighting, but I think he came out pretty well. You can see I ended up using wire at 2 points to support him and to keep him from spinning. And then I've heard a lot of stories about the wings drooping, so I did tie some fishing line on the wings, not tightly because I don't want him to rip the wings off or move them, but enough to hopefully support him when it gets really hot outside. And I did also put him low enough where it won't be too hard to turn his lights on whenever I want to. They probably won't come on every night, but it'll be nice to be able to turn them on when I feel like it. Kind of a look at him from the street here. So 3 more to go. Okay, so now I'm gonna start working on hanging the Pixie. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to turn on the camera. But I'm not done yet. I've just got one of his feet up and I used some wire to hang him from his back around this big branch up here. That's as far as I've got. So I've got a lot of posing and a lot more wire to probably attach him. I don't feel like he's secure and you can definitely see the wire too well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the tripod, speed it up a little bit and see what we can do. Okay, so I think I got him up there pretty good. I think he looks pretty good from down here. It's a little hard to see him. Everything's backlit this time of day. Let me back up here so you can get a look at him. But I think everything looks pretty good. I can always go back and pose him a little bit more later. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the back of him. The main support is this wire up on the tree branch through his back strap. I've tied his hand up here to this old bird feeder. Both of his feet are tied all the way around the tree. I don't think he's going anywhere, and I will come out here with a little bit of paint and paint that wire so you don't see it quite as well. The only thing I didn't attach was this arm right here, and we'll see as time goes on if I need to, but it feels pretty sturdy. So does his head. So we'll see how it goes. On to number 3. Okay, I'm gonna do one more today. This might be the trickiest one because I'm gonna try and get it fairly high up there so it doesn't block other things. He's gonna be in less of a horizontal position, more of a kind of a upright vertical position. I am gonna try to hang him with the wire because they're pretty heavy, and we'll see how that works, but so far it seemed like it works good, so I'm gonna go with that. And then I'll use, kind of like before, I'll use the fishing line to keep him from swinging. Let's see what happens. Okay, again, I'm looking at this small phone. I'm not sure how well these sped up videos are gonna work. So if you watch this and nothing is sped up, it's because I cut it out because you couldn't see much of anything. But I did get him up there. He was a little tricky because he's pretty high up there. But I think he looks great. I hung him from 2 different points. Let's see. 2 points on his back. I used the wire. You can see I attached him up there, and I used some fishing line to pull his head back so that it doesn't keep drooping down. I've noticed on the demons that the ball joint in the head is a little loose, so they do tend to droop. Okay, so I do have one more, but it's really hard for me to tell where I should put it until I get some more stuff out here. So for right now, we're gonna stick to the 3 that I've got up. We've got one kind of back there. Got the Pixie peeking around the tree over here. And then we've got this guy hanging way out here on this branch. And I think they all came out pretty great. The big question will be how well they hold their poses and whether or not the wire was a good idea or a bad one. I've never used it for this. As long as it doesn't flex too much, I don't think it'll break, and it should hold more weight than the fishing line I usually use does. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'm not coming out here picking up pieces off the ground, you know, in the next few days, but so far so good. So I think now what we're gonna do is wait till dark, come out here and see how everything looks. Okay, so he was at school all day while somebody was out here sweating and working, and how are we looking so far?
I mean, he's a second gargoyle.
Oh, yeah, that one just materialized.
Yeah.
You know, it just, I walked out here and it just happened
Came out of nowhere.
Maybe you have the best gran in the world, because she came over, walked by, was like, you need 2 of those, and she got you a new one. So I think you might be the luckiest kid in the neighborhood. We got the extension cords just temporarily ran, just so we could test everything out tonight. There's still a long way to go. Should we take a look at everything and see how it looks in the dark? All right, let's do it. Okay. So, I guess we'll start with what's right in front of me. We got one of the demons going up here.
I'm really confused because I can't find
He hasn't found the other demon yet, so it's going to take a minute. We right now just have them going off the batteries. Yeah. They do make cords that are like 3 batteries and then have a power cord on it. I think they're like $17 a piece, so it's a thought. We haven't decided if we're going to go for it yet or not, but for now, we'll just turn them on special evenings. We got our skull going over here
that no one told me about,
that he didn't even know I ordered, and he's got a remote. Hit that button right there. You can change his eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you're gonna go with the hearts, right?
No.
That's your choice.
4th of July.
I was torn between the eyeballs and the fire, so I don't know. We may decide we want to switch between them. The fire looks pretty cool.
I like the eyes.
Okay, we'll go with brown on this one because we got other ones going down at the other end. So let's go down towards the street. So did you spot the Pixie?
Yes, I spotted the Pixie.
Wait, so you think there's 3? Were you counting the Pixie in your 3 demons?
Yes.
Okay, so we got the Pixie up here.
I'm just confused.
All lit up. He's right over here.
No, that's the second one.
Oh, that's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, the 3rd one's still in the backyard. I haven't hung him up yet. No, we've only got 3 up right now. I didn't know where everything was going to go out here, so I don't know where there's going to be a blank spot for one yet. So for right now,
that's what I was like.
I didn't know if you were counting the Pixie as a demon or not. But they all seem to be hanging real well right now. We'll see if that wire holds or not. It'll be a mystery. We got the Wendigo going down here still.
He's so cute.
Yeah, and we're going to have to get lots of spotlights out here and everything, because everything's going to be too dark without them. And then over here, we've got the other skull. So let's see, I put the different eyes on this one. So what do you think so far?
It's looking really good.
We're doing all right?
I think we should put up some gravestones.
Yeah, there are definitely going to be some gravestones. So part 3, I'm figuring will be gravestones. I've got to run all of the floodlights. We've got to get pumpkins and things like that out here. And then, we got to get all the lights on the house working. And then after that, it'll probably be kind of a little bit of a break until Halloween when we get the animatronics out. and stuff like that. But
I guess we could do that the video the night before.
oh, for sure. Yeah, we'll do, I guess there'll be a part 4 like the night before Halloween when we get the animatronics out.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So there's lots still coming. Keep an eye out for part 3, maybe next week, maybe the week after. Please like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.